I said, what's on your mind? Yeah. It can be the reason you die. Let me say one more time. What's on your mind? Yeah. It can also be the reason you fly. Let me spin one more round.
Tracy Willie checking in your check. I don't know I gained 9. Welcome back to another video on Tracy Willie Pure Abundance. If this is your first time tuning into one of these videos, we encourage, inspire, and uplift each other to keep evolving into our greatest selves. If you are a returning viewer, you already know what time it is. Let's get it. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you gained any type of value from my video or from any of my videos. And thank you for all 555 million subscribers. I just want to say I appreciate you sincerely. As our family continues to grow, you are welcome. So on this video, I'm going to be talking about self-realization. And I'm going to begin with this story. So back in 2013, towards the end of 2013, early 2014, was when I first got put on game about the 4 agreements. And shout out to Anthony Patterson, who was one of the people who had the first person to really put a book in my hand and was like, read this. So I was sincerely thankful for that. So the book, the 4 agreements, that really just opened up my mind. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend that you go check that book out. That's the first book I ever read from front to back. Did not want to put it down. I think I read it in like one day. Just the whole thing just going in. It was so intriguing to me. And then from there, I met another person. His name was Avell, and Avell put me on Joey Badass Pro Era when Pro Era and them was doing their movement. He put me on them, and you know, that was on another level with like Capital Steez, and it was just talking about your pineal gland and just things I was not hip to in that moment. So it was intriguing to me too. It just felt like home. It just felt like something that I needed to come across. Not necessarily needed, but it just felt like home. It just felt super relatable to me. Something I was not able to explain for a long time, but coming across that music, coming across that book, I was like, okay, what else? So then we went to the library and we got some more books. I got this self-wellness book, and then that's when I started reading up on the body and how the body works, how the mind works. What else was in that book? Like chakras, meditation. Why is it important to like sit with yourself? So I was like, okay, now let's take it there. Let me see what's really going on. So I sat in the room, started kicking it with myself more. Like I practiced astral projection, and I just started going in on this whole realm of spirituality, quote unquote. And I say spirituality like that because I don't want to put it in a box, because it's unlimited and it's really what we truly are as we're experiencing life on this planet from our own perspective, right? Because we all have our own perspectives. So I'm giving you this backstory so I can get into what I really want to talk about, which is self-realization. Living my life up until that point, I wasn't aware of me being spirit, of me being a multi-dimensional being, having a temporary human experience. And then also another thing that I came across at that time too was spirit science. So shout out to anybody who know about spirit science too. So spirit science, I recommend you go look it up. I'm pretty sure they're still dropping videos on YouTube. They have a website. There's another website called N5D. So all of these things are really, really, really great and beneficial too, as you're starting to wake up, if you may. But that was my waking up year, 2013, 2014. And since then, I've just been on the road, like studying it more and more and tuning into myself more and more. So with that being said, this video is called Self-Realization. And self-realization is realizing that you already are. There's nothing that you need to seek to become. There's nothing that you need to become. You already are. And what I mean by that is that all I had to do was realize it. So that keyword, that's a keyword, realize. I didn't have to read a book to become mentally strong. I didn't have to do anything to get to where I'm at. I just had to realize that it's already within me. So that's what I'm here to encourage you to do. Once again, I don't tell anybody what to do. I'm not a guru. I'm not your mentor. None of that. I'm just here to speak on my life experiences, and however you can benefit from it, you can benefit from it. You can leverage my experience and elevate. You can leverage my mistakes and benefit. But once again, we don't make no mistakes. Don't mistake that. So let's keep going, right? Self-realization. Just realize that you already are. Realize that you are equipped with all your superpowers. Realize that you're already equipped with all your desires. At times you may seem distracted. You may be confused. You may be experiencing a lot of things that you may not understand in this moment. So I encourage you to sit with yourself, ask yourself some questions, observe yourself, see what kind of thoughts come to your mind oftenly or frequently. We don't judge it. Nothing is good or bad. There's no polarity. Fear and excitement are the same thing. So realize that. And once you realize that, I feel like a lot more windows are going to start to open up for you. And this is important because for a long time, like when I came across this information, I was like, oh yeah, I'm powerful. Oh yeah, we have chakras. Oh yeah, this and this and that. But I wasn't even sure. Matter of fact, I knew deep down that something was special about us all on this planet. I just could never identify it. And then when I came across this information, I was like, this might be it. So then I started agreeing with a lot of the stuff that I was coming across. But then even throughout that time, still stuck in bad habits and experiencing things that I labeled as bad and still indulging in things that didn't serve my well-being, I started doubting the information I was coming across and was like, what if somebody's trying to take advantage of me mentally? Like, is this like trying to make you go crazy and stuff? Like, what is this? But I feel like they labeled it conspiracy theories, conspiracy theories and all things like that and they even call magic crazy, and when you meditate, if you got candles and rocks, it's witchcraft and it's evil. They labeled it so evil because that's actually our superpower. You know, when you have a strong relationship with manifestation and miracles and your one self, then you really tuning into what is already yours. Study your ancestors. What was your ancestors doing around that time when they had villages, when they had systems in place? A lot of the things that's normal today, when it comes to just like a structure of how like people, they have a system, like think about your water system, the electricity system, like all of that, like that came from somewhere, that was inspired from something. You get what I'm saying? It didn't just come out of thin air. So our ancestors really had things in place. They had systems and they had ways of making sure everything ran accordingly. So with that being said, we must tap in and realize that we already in tune, we already equipped with everything that we desire, if you may. Nothing is on this external. You don't need to achieve no one certain thing to elevate in life. You're already elevated, you're already hired, you're already everything. It's inside of you already. Again, the key word is realizing. So once you realize that, then you'll just be in a higher place. You're gonna just realize like, okay, so I wasn't aware of this. Oh, okay. Then it hits you like, oh, I'm powerful, right? Oh, okay. That's why all my brothers is being promoted in the negative light. So I feel for a lot of my brothers that's falling for the trap. So my job, I'm gonna just go ahead and use my voice and use my superpowers to communicate as much as I possibly can. So those who come across information like this can realize that they truly are gods. And when you a god, you like, oh, I can't get taken advantage of like that. No, sir. I got superpowers. I'm supposed to be saving the world. And again, we can't save the world. We can only save ourselves because nobody coming to save you. You know, but when you realize these certain things about yourself, you get connected to that unlimited energy. And when you connected to that superior unlimited energy, you like, there's nothing I can do. You feel like you can go save the world. Like, I got a cape on right now. I can do anything I put my mind to. But again, nobody's coming to save you. I'm not even here to save you. I'm here to save myself. I'm doing what I know is best for me. What's best for me may not be what's best for you. But I know that we have like-minded individuals out there who feel similar about certain things. So just encouraging, inspiring, and uplifting each other as we go. So self-realization, realize that you already are. It's already within. Thank you for tuning in to another video on Tracy Willie Pure Abundance. If this was your first time tuning into one of these videos, again, we encourage, inspire, and uplift each other to keep evolving into our greatest selves. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for always tuning into these videos. I sincerely appreciate y'all, especially my day ones. I mean, I love everything the same, you know, I don't try to put nothing on a pedestal, but the day ones know what time it is. And shout out to all the other 555 million subscribers. I sincerely appreciate y'all. Let's keep growing and attracting our tribe, our respect, I encourage you to share your stories down below, share anything that impacted you in a different way. Maybe share something that you realized along the way and you was like, oh, and ever since you realized it, you've been like, oh, you know, so let's get it. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you've gained some value from these videos, as we always got it coming. So stay tuned for the next one. Tracy Willie checking out your check. I don't know what's going on. Easy. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Do something nice for yourself. And don't forget to do something nice for somebody else, alright? Easy. Let's get it. Everything is happening for you. You feel that energy? Yes, sir. Woo-wee. Let's go. Easy.
I said, what's on your mind? Yeah. It can be the reason you die. Let me say one more time. What's on your mind? Yeah. It can also be the reason you fly. Let me spit one more rhyme.